That's another one. Manson was a really good musician. He had a lot of other poor decisions. Okay, fine, he was okay. Fine, he was okay. He was okay. Better than most serial killers.
Jeffrey Dahmer is pretty shitty.
We're going back to YouTube. Not long ago, it was revealed that the creator behind Rating Kenshin, Nobuhiro Watsuki. See, you know, what's
good job.
He tried. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Let me put this black thing in your mouth.
I mean, never go back, you know, as they say.
That's what my dad told me.
So, apparently, the manga artist... the manga artist was detained for basically soliciting child pornography of young girls in their early teens. And he got a bunch of DVDs and was preying on elementary and early junior high girls. And so, like, our discussion here is over separating the art from the artist. Like, can you still, does it ruin your childhood having known that like the dude that made this this like pretty like well-known anime / manga, like, is it ruined for you, or can you still take something out of it? Like, is it still a good?
No, you don't understand. My default name for dating sims is Batosai the Manslayer.
That's a good name for that, though.
I mean, were they like Bishonen? Like,
No, it's just any dating sim I ever play. I put my name as Batosai the Manslayer.
What sex? The mansplainer?
The mansplainer. Well, actually.
What about butt sex the manspreader?
The power bottom.
Wow! Just speak out.
Okay, so, on separating the art from the artist, I have a very specific feeling about this. Not just because I love Rurouni Kenshin itself, and what he has done as an adult person is absolutely horrible. What I think you need to do is look at the art itself, and if what the art itself is in any way indicative of what he did as far as the child pornography thing, just go, get away, gone forever. But the thing is, nowhere in Rurouni Kenshin does any of that pop up. So you can separate you can recognize that the artist has done something absolutely horrible, but the series itself does not promote that in any way, shape, or form. So you can still appreciate the series for all of its good points, but you have to recognize that the artist still is a shitty person.
Right. Like
Rebel.
But, you know, that doesn't change the fact that they're shitty people. So you can still like the series. I feel like morally it's okay to still like the series. Just, you have to take the good with the bad and separate it as much as you can, but you still have to accept what he's done.
Yeah,
besides,
and on that note,
we're all pirating it anyway, so it's not like he's getting.
That's true. And on that note, if 50% of people in Alabama could vote Roy Moore to be an elected U.S. Senator, represent our country, you can enjoy this guy's anime.
And to be fair, on the point of like the subject matter of the anime, like I don't remember the story arc where like Kenshin was going around showing anybody his trouser katana. It was like the children his trouser katana. So I think we're pretty like separated from the content features.
He was definitely a master at pulling it out.
So I think the biggest issue I have is, do I feel guilty of, because I don't download shit because I'm not a terrible person, but the guilt I feel.
You watch stuff? You watch anime?
I watch it Crunchyroll and I pay for it. Fuck. Anyway, the thing that the battle I have a lot is, do I feel okay adding to this person's bank by watching their show? Because once again, contractually obligated, he made Rurouni Kenshin. I'm watching the show. He's getting paid for that.
I feel like what that other, I don't know where in the audience they are or if they were on the panel, someone said don't support future projects.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, that I agree with.
All right. See, I have to disagree with
Woody
that.
Allen.
The reason why I have to disagree with that is because that's like saying, oh, don't watch such and such because so-and-so is like a child pornographer spreader. Like in this case, the reason why it's a big deal is because the head honcho was one that did it. But we could just as easily be currently right now buying food, groceries, or movies or whatever from many of people that are in that same business, just at a different part of it, or that we don't know about.
That's
Like in this case, this doesn't say anything about the editors, the animators, the people who do the film, the people who do the voice acting. They all have, those are all people trying to feed some mouths as well.
I mean, so is he.
And so is he, but like...
Right.
Jesus, tell this boy! Wait, everyone, take a second.
3, 2, 1. Boy! Let me, Sean. All right. But I mean, let's just be real for a second. Like Edgar Allan Poe. We love Edgar Allan Poe, but also he had sex with his 13-year-old cousin.
Wow.
Never more. He didn't do it again.
Never more.
Would you stop jerking off to a porn star when you found out she had an STD?
Or died. Obviously, it's R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
It's a memorial.
Those are not crimes.
Touche.
I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. I still watch Ray Rice highlights on YouTube sometimes. I feel a little guilty about that. But,
It's not guilt.
Wow.
It's in memorial. You know, those are tears of joy.
Press jizz to pay respects.
Well, can we, like, it's the same argument. Can you still watch Woody Allen movies?
Fuck no. Fuck that guy.
That's an easy answer.
To be fair, to be fair, that's more creepy than rapey, I guess. I mean, she was an adult, I guess.
Technically, it was not his. Oh, wait, sorry.
Children.
My bad.
hey, don't pretend like you never jacked off to one of those videos on Pornhub.
Are you getting Roman Polanski and? Or yeah, any of those people.
So,
Giant Hollywood Jewish amalgam.
Well, I think we can kind of at least agree, like, it doesn't seem like one of those cases where you can really judge one person for taking one side over the other, you know? Like, in this case, you know, you don't want to directly support that person's habit or that person. You can continue to keep on hating that person but still like the product that they put out. You know?
What about the Cosby Show?
The Cosby Show is still good. It's still good. It's still a bad person, but the Cosby Show still teaches you a lot of good things, and it had a lot of wholesome ideas. And remember,
Wholesome.
Yeah, a lot of things today are based on the Cosby Show. It's not like they're tainted too. Like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You're not gonna stop watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, even though the Cosby Show took off.
And this is when I slipped a drug in my girlfriend's beer.
Yeah, I can watch House of Cards because Kevin Spacey basically does the same shit in the shows he does in real life. So.
Wow.
God damn it.
2020.
Speak out. Okay.
Game.
You have to separate art from the artist. You have to, because in every single media, art form, anything that you consume, there's at least one shitty person involved. The majority of humanity is shitty. Okay.
Yay.
I'm shitty. Okay.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I'm just saying.
If you can avoid paying money to somebody who doesn't deserve to have money because they're shitty, then sure, do that. But you can't just not watch everything, right? You have to be able to consume some media, and art is an expression and it's to be interpreted. All forms of media have some level of interpretation going on. So unless it's a specific expression that is clearly like expression of this act that is disgusting, then it's up for your interpretation and your enjoyment. You can choose to support or not support.
And you know, the opposite is true too. Like in this case, if somebody is a good person, that doesn't make his product good.
No.
Your best friend, I'm sure your best friend's a great guy. Would you pay money for his fan subs?
Fuck no. Shit going on there, but I'm not. The artist is probably fucked up. But
has anyone watched the first episode of Ryu no Oshigoto? Because I was extremely uncomfortable with a 9-year-old naked just running around the guy's hall.
If you watch No Game No Life, you should be used to that.
Ah, that's
They're not related
Hold on.
by blood.
But that is different. Because the art
They're not
itself.
related by blood.
That's the thing.
That's the art itself doing that.
No one.
Is Boku no Pico art?
You don't know you don't know. It's not art, it's therapy.
Yo.
Get that evil out of
Wrap your mind around that one. The guy who made Boku no Pico is not going to jail.
Because I was his lawyer.
Is it?
And they're out. Good night. For sure. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Go for it, go for it.
You're right. I don't think.
So much child abuse.
Cosplay is not consent, but is cartoons consent?
Does your wife consent every time you?
Because you can make the word bubble say yes.
Actually, well,
Wife is
you
a pure
and the
maiden,
pink, speak out.
Do not despoil very much.
Here's a compromise.
Making a Kotsky leave now too.
Oh, we hear a compromise.
No project!
So here's a compromise. You find alternative ways for new works produced by the asshole. But for the company itself, you can watch every other work that they produce. And it'll support all of you in the company. And you can still actively boycott the asshole.
So I gotta watch Boku no Trico instead. Got it.
Oh, the Pokemon crossover?
No.
Watch a new series.
I'm gonna watch it in Spanish. Call that Boku no Pico de Gallo.
I mean, we can. Go ahead, dude.
I just think about it this way. This guy's been arrested. He's
Yeah.
gonna pay for his crime.
That guy right there?
He's right there, officer.
I would have got away with it.
You came to an anime convention. You figured you'd blend in.
Anime shit.
Old man, no hero over here.
Oh, but go on.
Now he's paying for his crimes. Why are we making his art pay for it too?
You got it. You got it.
So wait, this is what I've heard in this fucking panel. Rurouni Kenshin, because we like the art, it is okay. But as soon as I mentioned Woody Allen, you guys turned on it quick.
No, I'm still for. Okay, I'm still for the work.
You know what though? You know what? Maybe there's something to tease out of this. Here's this.
Fucking forgiving because you like the
Here's and maybe there's something to explore because somebody mentioned this with regards to the Rurouni Kenshin thing, and it's that for what the thing that Nobuhiro Watsuki did, which is the child porn and all that stuff, that's not reflected in the art. Now Woody Allen, given the things that he's done, you can kind of see some of that reflected in the art in the same way that you've
You
seen.
can't see him the same way.
Like if you've seen Louis C.K. If you ever watched his stand-up,
No, you got it. You got it.
jokes about his things that his neuroses and his perversions.
What do you mean the masturbation jokes are real?
No.
No. God forbid. This is a Christian server.
Yeah. So maybe I'm just dodging an opinion, but I see it as just another layer to appreciate the work. Because I don't want to get fucking Godwin's law on it, but I always think about when people talk about art and artists, I think of Hitler and his paintings.
That's true.
We're gonna get there eventually. It's gonna happen. I'm just trying to go straight there. And have you looked at them? They're nice. They're really nice. They're kind of boring, but if you worked on it, if they let them in the school.
I have one in my bathroom.
But
I don't care what you think.
you have an original Hitler. This isn't a push for him to go to art school. I'm just saying that you can look at a piece.
He should have.
Yeah, clearly.
So what you're saying
What
is
if
if we
anything
gone back
would've
in
been
time and put him in art school, then,
I'm not arguing.
then the Rurouni Kenshin guy wouldn't have diddled kids.
Maybe it's on the sheet.
We don't know what the butterflies would
I'm not saying.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Bro,
What
stop.
I am saying is
We kill all the butterflies.
You're keeping in mind the historical era in which the anime is. Like you think about
In which it was
rural
okay to
Japan.
murder Jews
It's
and
just
genocide
another.
them.
What's that?
In which it was okay to genocide against Jews.
No, what? No, what?
Stop
I've been to feudal Japan, but it's just another. I see it as another filter to kind of like look and watch. Just like how you listen to a song like from the bass, listen to it from the drums. Like it's another way to kind of like interpret the work.
Helter Skelter?
You can yeah, that's another one. Manson was a really good musician. Made a lot of other poor decisions. Okay, fine, he's okay. Fine, he's okay. He's okay. Better than most serial killers.
Jeffrey Dahmer was pretty shitty at it.
Yeah. Well, he was more of a sculptor, but.
A sculptor that fucks with sculptures.
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, I love your work.
I mean, we don't keep shaming. We don't keep shaming.
Why I'm glad you brought that specifically.
It's just another way to look at it and take it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so why?
You can agree with it or not.
Why I'm glad you brought that up specifically because it is one thing to keep in mind. Like in this case, I'm on the side of separate the artist.
Yeah.
However, always keep in mind it's a slippery slope.
Yeah, but don't like I said, don't accept the artist for it. It's just keep it.
Let me put it to you this way: have you seen a Nazi uniform before? It looks snappy. I can't words today.
Snappy dressers.
Oh yeah.
The Nazis were well dressed, but you got to be careful. If you're saying, "Man, that well-dressed Nazi, I want to dress up like that," you start being okay with a couple of other things.
But
You start slowly.
didn't they design the uniform?
No, it wasn't. It was probably some. They didn't even design their logo. Their logo is actually based off of something else. But like, but I think that's
I don't think they're feeling the Nazi
something that we're
talk,
kind
so.
of afraid of. But it's also something.
I was just saying this all the time. Like going,
We're only gonna have a few more Jewish jokes and it's over. And we're just-
Guys, we've been talking a lot about the Holocaust. It's kind of tough on us. Can we talk about slavery for my guy over here?
You got a couple guys.
I love Black Panther.
To be fair, Black Panther will solve all racism. I saw it on Twitter. It'll solve all racism.
Oh yeah.
Be careful not to accidentally like the bad artist in the sake of liking the art.
Yes.
That is my point I was making.
Can we jump topics?
Because we're now trying to like.
I just wanted to
Nazis!
recap the guy who did